Hey everybody, how's it going? Suntanman here, and welcome to today's episode of Suntanman Stumbles Through Stuff, where usually we stumble through video games and make a complete fool of ourselves, but today we are playing some Dungeons and Dragons. So, we have everything set up. I think I forgot my intro there for a second, and I have no idea why. That was like the weirdest thing I could have done there. Advisability has his code that I like trying to decipher. I know that's how. Like, I'm starting to recognize vowels, and that's amazing. I think it's how have you been? Oh, how's your day been? My day's been pretty good. How's it going, Beagle? Oh, here, give me a second there. Alright, good. Oh, yeah, just... Hey, Bagel! I love it! Who's Donut? I can very easily make something. Oh, yeah, shoot. I need like a bot that tells people when I'm live. There is one. It's called Beagle. I realize that there is definitely a bot for it. I just am like very lazy and I don't look into these things. And like it's more that I always want to do things myself, I think is the problem. Also, I tried Nog yesterday. It was a very fun game. I think I have 2 levels to go still. Ah. No, home and log are the 2 that I'm missing there. It's a very fun game, though. Yeah, we're just waiting for Blade to arrive, I think, at this point, and then we'll be ready to continue our session. We'll continue the fight that we have here. Log is the bird one, and home is the apartment building. The TV room was... Yeah, no, I have no idea what to do with the TV room. I know how to electrocute the guy, but I don't think that's the solution, because there's nothing you can do with the guy afterward. Wait, you can... Okay, hold up. I'm talking about... Okay, I've got the one with the burglar, like the robber, and I've got the one with the log, and those are the 2 I can't complete. It is so loud. Okay. I didn't change the settings, though. It's not stream ready. It also... I make it go full screen, so... It's deafeningly loud, but it's so good at the same time. The music is great. Yeah, but you might as well have the full experience. I played like for an hour and a half last night after the stream. It was great. I could right now, but I think we might as well just wait for people to arrive right now. I would like to... Alright, hold up. Alright, I can do... Where's my snipping tool? There we go. We can save this. Human Paladin, Oath of the Ancients. That sounds pretty awesome. Where did it save it? Oh no, there it is, okay. Good. Alright. Humans are like the snooze rectangle of races, but they are pretty powerful, and that's why. Here, hold up. Let me just give you a second here, guys. I'm working on I'm trying to work on something at the moment. Look at this dumbass. Look at that. Look, wait, hold up. Look at this. Duh. Oh, that's great. Because I figured, okay, let's make an actual like graphic for this, because we definitely can. So what we're gonna do is just while we're waiting, I might as well make a new layer. We'll call this one layout, and we'll just block out what each thing is. So currently, what I have is this area. It's in the red layer. Yes, it is. So this is where the rules are, but I think I gotta change that. Hold up. Hey, herpaderp. Yeah, herpaderp. Yeah, I'm getting better at this. All right, so all right. So this is the way we have it right now, with rules and webcam. And I think we can definitely make something better out of this, allowing a different layout for this to make this part bigger and this part smaller. And that's the whole goal here. Of the harmonious order. Ooh. Literally in a war by now? Oh god. Oh wow. That was a large crack. That last one did not sound healthy. A whole 1/1 castle siege. Nice. Well, you know that's how they start. All right, hold up. We need. What do I want the new layout to be? Is the question. We have the right size here. If we have I'd like rules to stay here, but smaller really. I'm looking for the selection tool actually. Thank you. Like we can have rules over here. Like this be rules. You want to play a paladin bard, do you? And then we have, we can put the webcam down here. So hold up, if we instead we were wondering for a while. Alright, let's actually make a nice looking thing. With this being the rules. Webcam. I need to get the webcam size. Yeah, that works already. Great cropping, Ben. Kinda, yeah. That may change, we'll find out. How did I not catch that? Yeah. Oh. Blend in with the surroundings. So yeah, we have rules here, this here. We can have a larger area for the map, which I think we've all been waiting for. We can have like this entire area for map, really. Like if this is the map, this is going to that one. Great part is that still appears on the on the stream. We move couch people down to here. Make it a bit bigger and everything like that too. And then we have the chat here. And this is the plan. Oh god. Okay. Yay! And this results in an awesome thing we call what it'll actually look like. And then we can just make it all the rest of it black. So this would be like the new layout of this thing. With this maybe a bit higher actually here. Hold up. Well, of course I didn't want to remove the background. The only thing we can delete is that. The background's still there. It's just that we wanted that as the backdrop. I wanted the size, if anything. Now, if only the couch actually lined up here. This is actually where we want the couch to be. Oh dear. Let's undo that. See how much this mess does. Well, not this time. Perfect. Exactly where I wanted that. Two screens overlaying. Gosh. Alright. So with this new layout, which looks a lot better, and we'll have a lot more options with, really comes down to the rules, I guess. I don't know. Webcam doesn't really change. Chat, we can just make this entire area black, and then the chat will appear over it. Maybe make it have a red background. Well, actually, no. No matter what chat, what background I choose for the chat, Beagle will change his name to it. So, yes. Uh, Well, yeah, but if people are just arriving and they are absolutely confused, then it would help them out a bit. So how? I'll approximately take. What do you mean? What do you mean? How long will this approximately take? Like me making this? It more takes focus than time. The map is going to be the bigger part because now I've rearranged the everything to no, not filters. It's more converting all of my maps that I have from that to the new size, really. And that's the bigger issue. We're not going to do that all today. We're going to save. This is going to be new D&D map. And we will new D&D layout. But this will hopefully, like, now I have like that's always the plan, but I do have a sporadic schedule, and I also have very high lack of motivation. But no, we're gonna stick with this layout for right now, I think. Get rid of that, and we can get back to that one. Okay. Did I actually, or I saved it? I know I did. Don't worry. Wouldn't be surprised. Is that actually where it's saved in? Let's see here. You actually save there, dumbass? Maybe. Oh no, the name I've been using this whole time is actually my real name. It's a good thing I don't have my last name on here anywhere. I'm sure at some point this is actually shown for like what is its actual units. Oh god, I just realized how convoluted some of these are. I feel like that might be a typo. How's it going, Blade? Probably. slash slash. Last name is Jones, yeah. That's okay, Blade, don't worry. That's directory. Corn. No, we are not doing that advisability. C slash slash delete. No. Gonna start putting random files with fake last names. Yeah, let's make one right now. Let's see sorted others. Oh. Just make a C drive, call it, like, start saving everything to it. Here, perfect. From now on, I'm saving everything on stream to this file. Actually, no, for good measure, I'm making 3 of them. That doesn't make sense as last name. Yes, Beagle. And yes, Blade. Cool, okay. I have 3 fake names now on my computer. Alright, so when last we left our heroes, I have the initiative bracket actually on my phone. Give me a second. Get my Windows in order. Here we go. Alright. Nobody says, get my Mac in order. Alright. When we last left our merry group of adventurers, we had, they had run into a bunch of slimes in the forest. Heroes, Dog, and Dash. When we last left Ben, the hero, and his companions, Beagle went first. This was a surprise round, and I think that's where we are at the moment. In the beginning of the surprise round, Beagle decided to run over to this side to try to distract the aforementioned slimes. And it would be then Ben. I think Ben rooted him in place, and I think that's where we left off. So it is now Blade's turn, assuming that I have this correct. And I think advisability is working on his basic, has their basic solution completed as well, and they're ready to throw that too. It would be strength. Yeah, because it's a melee attack, so it is strength. Well, what would you suggest instead? It wouldn't be a constitution thing. Like, it's not about how hardy their body is. It's about how strong their jaws are. Right. Well, bite strength is like right. That's how hard they bite down. But Blade, it is your go whenever you want to go. Okay. Whenever you're ready, tell me what you would like to do. It would be their jaw muscles that would be for the bite, right? Unless I'm completely wrong about dogs my whole life. Did I finish this crossword roughly? Yeah, mostly. Damn it. Okay. Apply grenade the back two, you got it. Go ahead and roll your dex check. Of a pupper gnawing that laptop. It is adorable. Wizards are doctors. That's how it works. That does sound adorable. As far as how, like, cuteness overload right there. But yeah, Blade, do a dexterity check to throw it at the back two there. Okay. Or however you've been throwing them actually. Five D20. D29. Stupid phones. Blip. Blip. Alright, so that does definitely hit the slimes. It definitely hits the slimes. It seems they are resistant to this type of damage, while they are taking a slight amount of damage. You do manage to hit the two because they are just, sorry, it's just after they're splitting that this is all happening. So you do manage to hit both of them at the same time. Not really big of a chunk. It kind of hit them at the top, so you don't see any of it falling off per se because of the angle it hit it. And also you're at a bit low of an angle to see how much damage it did. But you don't have the you're not smelling the same type of burn you usually do from things that get blighted. This is more of a kind of a burnt soup kind of smell instead. Don't ask me what burnt soup smells like. I don't actually know, and now that I think about it, that really doesn't make sense. So think of it more instead like a slightly charred chicken. The smell is different, is what I'm trying to get at here. I don't know how you burn soup. How about you tell me, Beagle? You're playing Overcooked yesterday. Burnt garlic, thank you. Yeah. You cook it too hot. The soup didn't burn, everything else did. Okay, yeah, but okay, so it's the smell of a burnt pot of soup that has soup in it. There you go. So when the burnt part of the oh dear, okay. Well, this just got a bit serious. Basically, these things would set off a fire alarm is what I'm trying to tell you guys, okay? Next to go is advisability. No. I just need a sample. It's funny. I try to do Ash from Overwatch and I end up sounding like Applejack. At least between the two. It's like, Jesse McCrae. It's been a while. That's the quote. Because every time I try to do a voice, I have a certain quote in mind to get me in the right mindset. How's it going, Nash? Like that's the default quote I have for the bartender, because that's the one that gets me in the right mindset. It's like, oh, how are we doing today? Well, yes. And then like Ben is easy, just because that's my girl voice. Baking soda water, I choose you. Whew. Go ahead and roll your dexterity check. That also hits. Um, you launch the container and it. Okay, baking soda and vinegar is very different. Actually, no, that's exactly what is going on right now. So you have effectively, yeah, you've effectively Mentos and Diet Coke to this thing, and Coke to this thing. You throw the flask. It does land on top of the slimes, and it doesn't break. The interesting thing here. Um, oh, actually, sorry. Um, no, I'm being dumb here. My bad. This is chemical warfare. You guys are already using chemical warfare. I get what you're actually trying to do, and it does work. I'm just trying to figure out how to explain it. Baking soda and vinegar would be more volcano kind of thing. Uh, where Mentos and Coke works the same way. What you're doing is you're doing more of a vinegar. You're doing a basic and an acid solution and trying to make water salt kind of thing. So the like as soon as yes. However, I realized I can't do that because it's a splash attack. Oh no, wait, they're still connected. There we go. Okay. So yeah, you I was trying to figure this out because I want to hit two people because that would make sense. But also because that's I think what you had intended, and it also makes sense with how Blades works, right? Blades hitting two people, this sort of thing would hit two people as well. But the problem is having it dissolve the flask would only affect one. So what happens is, as I said earlier, you guys started attacking as these two started separating. It hits the middle of it. It well, cutting's a whole other story. It wouldn't affect things as much if it was just cutting. But what happens is the flask hits the middle, the slime melts through the flask. Yeah, you can. Your action was to go here and get the and sorry, your action was to throw the flask, but you can totally run up to the slime, and I don't think you can bonus action do that. Like you wouldn't have enough in your turn to run up and get him. You can like get closer if you want. You can go into other cover, but you wouldn't be able to run up and get things from this guy. The flask melts the acid in the flask melts. The acid melts the flask, and it melts the cork, and the content of the flask touches the slime, the acidic slime, and the slime starts like suddenly hear fizzing sound as the smell of brine hits the air. Salty, pickly kind of smell starts going. But that would be too cute, and I can't kill that. If it's the picture you sent me already, right? That you're talking about. We are not killing something that cute. I've already been under fire for getting Bailey hit once. If they split enough, you're able to do that. But yeah, the smell of brine hits the air, and you can tell that the the slimes are definitely affected more by more by the basic solution than the acidic solution that Blade has. Please note that acidic solution is not the acidic solution is not making them grow, Blade, so you're totally good to keep doing that. It's just it doesn't do as much damage as Advisabilities does, or as much as you're used to your flasks doing. Right now, we're back at the top of the bracket, and it is Beagle's turn. Beagle, last session you said your dog was running away from them. Since they are a forest dog, I can understand that they have run into slimes before, and so totally you've dealt with a few slimes in the past, and you know that if you go melee with them, you will not have a good time. Well, like, Triple Nine is so cute. It's like a slime, but ditto. I know you know. But Beagle, it is your go. Would you like to? You were trying to. Yeah, it's so cute. It's kawaii. Alright. I will never say that again. Don't worry. I've been watching a lot of this one person series, and they make a lot of anime references. So, but yeah, Beagle, you're trying to distract the slimes, I believe, is what you were doing on your last turn. You can like run around the rock and try to distract them more. Sure. Um, your health, just so you know, because that you know from the past that yeah, it would definitely hurt. Your health is default, so you have 30 health in total. It won't kill you, but keeping it in your mouth will cause damage over time. And you'd have to at least keep it in your mouth for one. You could. Oh, where's Brady when we need her? There is a bowling ball that seems to be like at first glance you think it's a large egg, and then you realize it's the same fucking bowling ball, or at least it's another very similar looking bowling ball. Wait, are you saying you want the bowling ball to die or the slime to die? All right, the bowling ball is up tree. What did the bowling ball do to you personally? Oh no, he knocked you out. Never mind. Okay, roll me a strength check. This is fun. Do it. You have 3 pluses in strength. No, you have 2 pluses in strength. Sorry. So roll a 3d20 there. I know. Yeah. I'll allow it. You know what? Yeah. So you guys see Beagle streaking across. Sorry, you guys see Snoopy streaking across the battlefield, a line across the two divisive planes, which are funny enough actually in similar positions. Bounces into the tree, kind of. It looks like he's about to headbutt it, and then jumps and then kicks the tree kind of. You wouldn't expect a dog to do that, but the he kind of pushes all 4 feet onto the tree, and the ball rolls off onto it. Rolls off the branch, goes through and starts rolling towards the slime. On its next turn, it will reach it. Okay, I will allow this to happen. Sound good? Because there's nothing really underneath it to propel it, but you did shake it off enough that it's starting to like roll and then it keeps rolling. We will find out. I will have to bullshit that as soon as it happens. Meanwhile, this guy actually. Meanwhile, this guy shakes off the. Oh, actually, no, it's stunned on this turn, so it does not move. It is now Ben's turn. Sorry, Ben is going to peer around and try to stun one of these guys. That bowling ball. Ding dong. he does manage to succeed. This guy is now trapped in place. And I think that's basically all that there is. Oh, wait, no, hold up. I have to roll to see if it actually gets stunned. Definitely takes the damage, and it actually does not get stunned. Wow, this is the first guy that does not get stunned by Ben. I want to type that, please. Thank you. But he totally tanks the damage. It's D4. Whoop. Hey, cool. That's exactly what I wrote down anyway. It'll never die. 2 people take down 1 output. Nice. It is now Blade's turn. Blade, go for it whenever you're ready. The slime is not stunned. This one is not. This one is. That is actually a very good idea. Actually, I could just put it on its own layer. Where's my slimes? There's my slimes. What? Oh. There we go. A red lightning bolt? Gotcha. Oh, that's not red. There we go, stunned. Stunned. This guy is stunned for his turn. It is now Blade's turn. Blade, go for it whenever you're ready. Lightning bolt. If it was yellow, it would be that they're shocked. But since it's Ben's Ben type of stunned, it is that's disgusting. Blade passes? Okay. Good to know. It looks like it's about to explode and spew out lava. That is totally true. So okay, you pass. Yeah, that's what I assumed, by the way. It is the slime's turn if Blade is passing, but since the bowling ball talk was out of character, does she still pass or what there? You do have a stun flask for the record there, Blade. You don't just have your poison vials. Well, because Beagle knows that if Beagle had their own thought process and saw the bowling ball and thus decided to use his environment to attack it instead of himself. These guys are effectively bowling pins. Like just giant, like. Oh, also I should probably get the stats up for these guys. That'd be a good idea. No, not Darkest Dungeon. What am I doing? Not the Occultist, please. Whoop. Yeah, kinda. Why am I getting so many advertisements for League of Legends these days? I'm so confused. Like, I haven't played it for like a year. It's all good, don't worry. Take your time. If this is all we do today, I'm okay with that. Wheeled monsters, ectoplasm. There's actually nothing in the Darkest Dungeon wiki about them being not strong against blight. They actually don't have any particular bonuses towards blight. Just the science of it would indicate that they would have, like, since blight is an acidic kind of damaging thing, they wouldn't be affected by blight as much as other types of blight. And that is my reasoning for why these guys are. I know, they are definitely acidic because they're slimes, but yeah, 60% resists. Like, the slime attack doesn't actually do any acid damage, so I'm kind of combining the two types, where I'm taking the flavor from the Darkest Dungeon setting, as well as some of the characteristics of the slimes from D&D. So they are, like I think in Darkest Dungeon they're more of like a kind of like an amber, like liquid type of amber instead of, sorry, it's ectoplasm, not slime. So, but, I'm just, yeah. I don't think this is breaking anything. I think it makes sense. But, because in the end I'm taking the mechanics of the splitting and the merging together from Darkest Dungeon and combining with the flavor and the properties of D&D slimes. And it just makes sense, you know? It's mitosis. It's how cells work. So, yeah. Why take from one source when you can take from a bunch and make something awesome? There are acidic things that split, merge, and grow over time, absorbing everything in their path and eventually splitting off into other ones. That's what they're all about. It's a nature thing. Her first ever form? Okay. Are we going to go changeling, or what are we going to go here? Also, I talked to one of my friends who's the My Little Pony friend of the group. He's the guy who did Twilight Sparkle as a character, literally. And so he gave me a bit more insight into changelings too. So, fun fact you learned today. Gotcha. And no worries, Blade. We'll be here waiting for you. No worries. Most mimics can talk. Huh. I'm not getting the messages out of order. I'm just reading the latest one and then realizing there's one before it that got connected to it. It makes sense that mimics can talk. It also makes sense that most of the time they're going blah, blah, blah. I think that they're just typically they just want to eat and they're always hungry. I thought that was what they were all about usually. I gotta keep moving my leg or else it's gonna not like life too much. So Blade's changing into her first ever form. They aren't magical, really. They're just a biological thing that is able to change shape. So they're effectively changelings, but more animal-like. It would be really cool to play as a mimic then. That totally makes sense. It's a nature-nurture version of things. Yeah, no, yeah, that's very true. Like, that makes a lot of sense. Also, I picture that a mimic would have a lot of, like, treasure inside of it. Just over time. Alright, been stunned, advisability. The slimes do go before advisability does, just for the record there. But we're waiting on Blade, and then they're going to take their damage and then try to move. That's the one interesting side to this this fight here. They shaped their bodies because they have no bones. That's so cool. The bowling ball is going to go at the same time as you. So after advisability, the bowling ball is going to go, and then you're going to go. Okay. I have not forgotten about the bowling ball. I love it how we just throw it in there every now and then. It's like my favorite part of this campaign. My favorite character in this campaign is the bowling ball, followed very closely by the bartender. Because, like, this bartender has been through so much at this point. Like, he's not experiencing everything, but he's experiencing everything that you guys go through to a certain level. Like, of the prank war, all he saw was Ben running out of the tavern with his pants around his ankles. Like, that's awesome. Absolutely. The bartender is actually, but the bartender boasts of being able to... The card of loot. Sure, yeah. Look at that mimics used to change. Oh, interesting. That is really cool, actually. Latency to broadcaster. 30. Oh my god. Hey, D&D Night isn't about doing things fast and awesome and sorry, isn't about doing things fast. It's about doing things awesomely, okay? I'm going to shout at this thing while I have it off of my yeah. Jeez, though, that's impressive. It is your turn whenever you want to go. You said you're changing into your original shape, your first form, rather. What is your first form? Heck, everything's normal for in D&D, really. Like, if you think about it, most things in D&D are less bear commandos and more all about like evolution or planes coexisting. Like a lot of like heck, even if you look at the looking at Darkest Dungeon, a lot of those enemies make sense for their area. Or just magic, exactly. Yeah, but I think when you say normal, I think you mean natural, as opposed to possessed tools are so cool. I will eventually throw something funny at you guys that I've been waiting to throw at a D&D party for like 4 years now, or 3 years now. But dragons, in the end as well, are because of the two dragon gods. Or two dragon deific entities. First form is a highwayman. Oh, right, thank you. All right, do you need the stats, or do you have it? Do you have an idea of what you want to do? We good? Yes, do it. Welcome back to almost real time. You need stats? Gotcha. Things you can do as a highwayman. Reopen that. Boop. Boop. Let me get my highwayman stats. Highwayman. Highwayman. We're gonna be making that because you're trying to. Oh, okay. Your magic check, I believe, is intelligence based, or is it something else based? Like what would we say the transformation is? Crit, don't double bonus. Right. Thank you very much, past Ben. I've like almost given up at this point writing down notes here. Remembrance of the body, it would be intelligence then. Being knowledgeable about your different parts of your body, especially since you didn't really use your ability too often. I believe intelligence for you is pretty low, and by that I mean like average, because there we go. Okay, it's 1 plus. Since it's a form that you remember very well and you used it a long time, it's reaching back to a childhood memory kind of thing is what you're trying to do right now. And you're not sure if you have it completely correct or if some of them is just an exaggeration of your personal view, of your personal memory and view and opinion and viewpoint. But you do manage to get a highwayman form done and completed, and your equipment has shifted as such. Your abilities, you have basically you have knives, you have a grape shot, which is a spread shot kind of thing. Duelist advance, open veins. So you have a gun and knife, and basically what you want to do with them is up to you there. Okay. Like I won't limit you to only what you can do in Darkest Dungeon. Oh, poor Poor Blade. A knife gun is actually what advisability has, technically. I think. I'd have to double check that. What is the... Does the Musketeer actually have a knife on the end of her gun? No, never mind. My bad. No, yeah, you just have the musket. You don't have a bayonet on the end. So yeah, Beagle, you do successfully transform into a highwayman. What would you like to do with your newfound gun and yeah, that's true. She's country. What would you like to do with your newfound gun and blade in hands? Because I believe, do you also turn into a human when you do this, or just have the do you just have the costume of one now? Oh wait, you're human this whole time. Right, my bad. Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, with gun in one hand and knife in the other, what would you like to do? I, I have no idea. It's a simple replication spell for the infinite ammo, and waterproofing. I'm pretty sure is a spell as well. I made Gambit really easily in D&D. This is true. Blade has now switched to male. Mm-hmm. Uh, does Ben not know this form actually? You're right. No, Ben doesn't know this form because they died really early on. Ben was around for the second and on, right? I week 3. Right. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Uh, yeah, I think Ben is more. It's more that Ben's confused by this form that he's seeing next to him and is like trying something new. Uh, Billy, I am sorry for using that term. That was a bit rude of me and not thinking through. Wait, what? Does it actually mean that Blade is male, or does it mean that Blade was female and chose a male setting versus? Yeah, that's true. Highwaymen are males and the plague doctors are female. Yeah, that's true. How many highwaymen did we go through? We went through 2 or 3, 2 or 3 before we moved on to the name distinction. 1. Oh, geez, yeah. This is Blade's 5th form. Yeah. I'm gonna close this. Okay. With eventual spells, sure, because it's more. I use spells more as flavor and everything like that instead, right? Yeah. This revelation about Blade. Grape shot blast. Go for it. Do a separate roll. Actually, hold up. um, you do keep your own personal stats, even though you're shifting into a different character. You're just technically only shifting your shape, rather than your physique. Because you have to, because your shapeshifting is limited to keeping your same physical stats, just because your magic is not as strong as regular ponies is. You do hit. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna make it a. Okay, if it's a 10, they are able to dodge because each of them do need to... Yeah, none of them dodge it. It's just, what I'm thinking here, because Grape Shot Blast has a chance of missing. Actually, how about this? The way I'm gonna roll with Grape Shot Blast is they each roll a d20, and if a person rolls higher than you do, they don't get hit. It's like them dodging out of the way for it. You rolled a 16, and the highest they rolled was a 9, so you do hit all three of them. Roll a d6 for your damage. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Immediately, we have the slimes taking a bit more damage than they were expecting. That and okay. So each of the slimes takes the 6 damage. You have my attention. So yeah, each of the slimes recoils back a bit at the damage. Not really, Beagle. Not really. But each of the slimes gets pushed back a bit. These two actually get separated by that amount of damage, and they are now their own separate entities, walking around the field. And it is now also their turn. At the top of their turn, they start off by taking the damage previously accrued from the different missiles that you guys threw at them from the sneak attack round. This one sort of starts blobbing forward, and this one also starts blobbing forward, and they move out to here. And that is where their turn ends, because they are not fast. The other one, it's not his turn. It is now Advisability's turn. Advisability, what would you like to do? Also, yeah, as like, quote the ancestor, eradicated with impunity. Fly the Bumblebee is currently playing. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. How quickly the tide turns. What is it? Your lead scoop? That is true, you do have one. Your lead scoop. Yeah, no, my overconfidence is bad. Running up to the big guy, you're getting close to those guys, so watch out there. Give me a dexterity check. I'll let you do 2 per turn. You can run away and you don't have to do it each turn, but I'm saying I think you can do up to 2 flasks per turn. Okay? Alright, you have 1 flask already. See if you have a second one. Or actually, I could just make it a okay, hold up. I got an idea of advisability. You don't have to roll the second one. Or you can. Sorry, go for it. I'll let you keep the 19. I'll let you keep the 19 instead. You do have 2 full flasks. I'll work it differently next time, so you only have to roll once, okay? Beagle, what's your awesome idea? As it is now your turn. What would you like to do? First off, the bowling ball rolls into it. Do you have your other 3 flasks out at the moment, advisability? That is a pretty good plan. It is an amazing plan. I'll get it. All right, so it would be a roll. Let's finish up the bowling ball's turn before we get to you, okay? So the bowling ball rolls into it. It's gonna strike with it. That's not a D. It would be Dex. Ooh. Let me think here. Hold up. Let me think for a second. Beagle, I'm gonna make you roll both strength and Dex when it does come to it. Okay. It is a 19. The bowling ball strikes hard and true. Do I have this set up? Nah, that's bullshit. I'm gonna narrate it instead. Because it's a bowling ball and it strikes true, it's not gonna just do minimal damage. It's gonna do damage related to physics, not luck. So the luck was it. The luck was it bouncing off the slime. It does sort of get absorbed a bit, and it goes boing, and goes flinging off into the distance a bit as the slime does the pushing inwards of it, and already the holes from the tentacles of Ben reaching in and anchoring in place have left holes, and so the bowling ball going sprays out some of the liquid. Advisability: if you'd like to catch some of this liquid with your vials, roll a dexterity check, please. Slash, if you want to try avoiding, this will be both to avoid the acid as well as to catch it. Good news, you have filled up another one of your vials with acid. You also, I'll say you take 2 points of damage since you were point blank in range of the acid damage coming at you, and you do get splashed by a bit of it, like face, arms, slightly thing there. It is not back up in the tree. It's actually on the ground underneath it right now. It was really it was going slowly. I'm confusing myself here. I'm just having fun. Yeah, a strike can be heard in the distance. I love it. Currently, it's at a spare at the moment. It just hit the head pin. Beagle, it is your turn. Would you like to do your plan there? Oh, that's a good point. All right. Roll me a dexterity check to aim this properly. So Beagle's trying to play pool right now. The dexterity check is to aim it correctly. What do you mean of what? Sorry. Because what I'm understanding here... sorry. Right. That's my bad. You have 3 pluses, so roll 4d20, please. And I'm assuming what the plan is you're trying to do that, right? You're trying to bonk off it and have it bounce into there. This is for aim. You aim it decently. Roll strength check as well, please. $13. Also roll me a strength check, which is 3d20, please. Let's see how hard you hit this thing. Okay, so congratulations. The acid splashes over the rock as it is blunt force trauma effectively across the rock. Roll me a d10, please, for damage. And that is this guy right here. No, I don't want to create an event, please. Can you let me, thank you. So with a 4, it does ricochet. Let me get there, don't worry. It's not the slime's turn yet. The slime will, actually no, that doesn't make sense. At the end of the round, like after your turn, we'll establish what happens there because that'll be a full round of it melting. Um, However, since you did hit the slime and it was in the process of melting, I would like you to roll a d4, and that's going to be how much damage is done to you. Oh, like it kind of split. Like you have a lot of the acid left behind. You do take 4 points of damage. You are now at 26 health, I believe. Yeah, you're at 26 health at the moment. Uh, it is. It's not quite at Zach's passive yet, but it is starting to. It seems to be trying to keep its form together, if you can picture that. It's got chunks of it off, but like it's kind of like wobbling a lot right now. Yeah, yeah. And that did take. I can let you move. If you're trying to, if you'd like to move away from the slime afterwards, you did use a charge. You basically charged it to try to get that far, and to do that much. It's hard to change direction, so you kind of go this way, and you can kind of move like this far to get away from the slime as much as possible. Towards the acid covered rock, but still. Okay, gotcha. That was not my plan, for the record. Um, it is now the big slime's turn. The big slime recovers from its stun. That's not the right layer. Yes. Oh, sorry. You can you can go. So you want to go boing and then this way? Like you kind of want to go here, so you can go bonk that way instead. I'll allow it. That's not a problem. We're gonna get to everybody's turn eventually. Don't worry. So this guy's turn. It does recover from the stun, and unfortunately it's just before Ben's turn, so he's not able to get the stun off again yet. What did Ben do on his last turn actually? Oh, he tried stunning this guy, right? The slime is going to make an attack. Does a 9 hit? This was supposed to be an epic fight. It's supposed to be great. The slime tries to wobble at you, but with it starting to wobble a lot, it does not. Oh wait, hold up! I forgot to take off damage from it. Hold up. How much did I say the bowling ball did? I think it said 2. Oh no, I was gonna narrate. That's why I didn't get. Hold up, guys. I need to deliver damage to the big slime. All right, we're good. It's not dead, not even by a long shot. Yeah, I narrated it and forgot to write down the number. Forgot to write how much damage it took. The bowling ball dealt 6 damage. It more acted as a faucet to get the slime out. I was working off of a D. Oh, it was a D20, wasn't it? A D10, wasn't it? Yeah, no, 6 out of 10. That's still not bad. It did 6 out of 10 damage. Yeah, it's 4 more than it would have done. But yeah, it does unfortunately miss you, as it is it tries to get some of itself to blob out towards you, trying to suck you into its grasp there. And that is its turn. It is now Ben's turn. Ben is going to peek around the rock again and try to get off his stun. And he gets off. Nice. Okay. Yes. I like putting like a sense of danger into these things, guys. Does it get stunned? Yes, it does. We can put that guy back on him now. Bzz, bzz, bzz. It is stunned yet again. It is now Blade's turn. Blade, are we going for some of that beautiful grape shot? Or are we going to be doing something else? Also, we might need a blight quote soon. Oh, don't be that way. As soon as I close my... Fuck. Pistol shot the big guy, you got it. Give me a second, guys. I kind of just closed all my windows. So I just closed Chrome. Give me a second to get my windows back up. They can. It's a 17. Good hit. For some reason, Chrome's not opening again. That was all my dice rolling for the enemies, which we don't really need right now. And, yeah. There we go. We're back, hopefully. Yes. Congratulations on 5 new followers in the last month. Blade, roll me your, pistol shot. Sorry, roll me a d10, please. As you're trying to shoot the one guy. Oh, thank God, it saved all my tabs. Thank you, Chrome. I don't need to remove the slime stun. It just got stunned again. 4 damage to the big guy. It's to the big guy, right? Yeah, it's the big guy. Advisability, roll me a dexterity check, please. As the slime goes, as a small splash outward happens as the bullet enters the slime. You definitely dodge it. Don't worry. You guys are consistently rolling above 16. There's nothing I can justify there. You only make one of those baking soda bombs. Speaking of which, it is now the slime's turn. This slime goes... Oh, wait, no. Which one are we doing? That one. This slime... as you've seen the baking soda over time just... Wait, hold up, what? Oh, sorry, no. This slime, there we go. You've seen the baking soda mixture as it's going along. Is trying to hold itself together, but the chemical compounds that it is being affected by just make it go and splashes out onto the ground after a few more seconds. This one seems to be going through the same type of problem. It seems to be going through the same type of reaction, but it does not. This one does not actually come completely. No, it does not completely go sploosh on the ground, which I guess is coming completely. This rock over here. Oh God, I'm moving the map. This rock over here actually starts shrinking. Where's the forest clearing map? This one? Yeah. Starts shrinking a bit. A bit. It shrinks a lot from the acid damage that it is being caused, sort of wilting away at this one area there. The acid doing some damage to the rock, as this is pretty strong acid, guys. On its turn, on this guy's turn, it is going to go splunk splunk. Actually, no, sorry, it's going to go splunk splunk because you're the one that's directly You're actually no, yeah, you're the one that baking soda it. It does not seem to be hollow, but it does seem to glitter a bit. The acid is still on the rock and is still corroding the rock though. This small slime over here did die from the baking soda. The baking soda and blight damage that it was experiencing. This one does come over here and it tries to go splash at you. And apparently I can't roll higher than a 10 today. Does a 13 hit you? Maybe. It's an option, probably. It is just barely? Okay, cool. Oh, just barely not. Sorry. Okay, good job. This one also still like barely hanging on to life at the moment. This one's looking really hurt at the moment. This guy is looking still decently fine. As this guy comes at you and tries to go bloop at you, and you definitely dodge it. Just easily dodge it out of the way. It is now your turn, though. What would you like to do? Sorry, advisability's turn. Oh, go ahead. Sorry. You collect one sample? Go for it. I think you have 2 bottles left to fill. Natural 20, you are able to collect 2 samples at the same time. Yeah. I'm assuming the big guy. Wait, are you taking from the big guy or little guy? This is a potion gathering run, so sorry, this is a potion ingredient gathering run. So what advisability is doing totally makes sense. Gotcha. Yeah. So you are able to get 2 more untainted samples. You do have the 5 that you were looking for at the beginning, but yeah, you do manage to collect 2 samples with that natural 20 with ease. It is now Beagle's turn. Beagle, the bowling ball rolls out of the clearing. It's always there though, watching. To coach gun the little one. You know what? Alright, hear me out. With the natural 20, I'll let you do a backswing with the lead thing. So if you want to make a melee attack against the little slime, I'll let you do that, but I can't let you have 2 actions in one turn. Because your action would have been taking the samples. Oh, that's a good point. I actually don't need to eye drop the slime because I have there we go. Yeah. 12 misses actually, unfortunately. As you try to backhand the slime with your lead spoon, it while it's shaking kind of shakes out of the way for a split second. Ram small slime into big slime. Go for it. That probably. Roll a. With the like as you're rearing up, you're hearing Blade say that, and advisability look over with the end of the backswing and say no, no, no. What's the plan, Beagle? Instead, okay, fair enough. Good idea. Good thinking. Thinking clearly. Good. Slime Zord. Actually, is there a 3rd version of slime? I have large and small ectoplasm. I don't have a third one, I don't think. What are you? Oh, you're a mushroom. Okay. It's like necrotic fungus. That sounds exciting. Slime Zord. With our power. It's like, with our power. Wolf. Slime. Slime, slime, other slime. Captain Slime Zord. Yeah, you can walk up to it. You do have the slime still dripping on it. It seems to be like coating the true. Uh, it seems to be coating the rock. Yeah, so you're not in like licking distance. Don't worry, you're not that dumb. Um, oh, okay. Give me a straight d20, please. A quick d20 roll. Okay. You see that there is a coating of slime over the rock, but as you look past it, it seems that there is a bit of a crystal-like structure on the inside of the rock there. Got 220s for this man. Jeez. This one rock is your luck today. Like, look at this. You got a 20 to hit it that hard. It seems like there's some sort of geode, or it's some sort of geode or some sort of crystal inside of it. Yeah. Yeah, we're just bullying the rock. First you hit a slime at it. Now you're looking at it really intensely. Is that your entire turn, or do you want to help out your comrades here? Therapy puppy, you know. Um, it's really up to you. You don't have to focus on the slime. You can focus on the other guys. Blade is suggesting that you give them a boost. Um, how did you want the boost to happen? Do you want him to like push you forward? Like, what are we talking about here? Because conceivably, Beagle can like get this far and a little bit further, like this way, and that's as far as really they can go. Yeah, so you can like bowl into Ash, bump her a bit, and then go a bit further, like taking her a bit with you. Gotcha. Image on Discord. Nowhere. Oh my God! Stop. Image on Discord because this is actually very helpful. What do we have as far as idea go? Is the yellow line you or is the yellow line her? Or Ash? Red is where Ash will go. Gotcha. So what Beagle wants to do is go here, push Ash out this way, and then go run on through here. Oh, on top of the rock. Gotcha. Roll a general, roll a strength check, and advisability roll a wisdom check, just to see how well this works. I want to see if advisability notices this plan. Yeah, okay, yeah. Roll 40-20, please. So what we're effectively doing is a drive-by where as you run up to Ash, Ash gets an idea of what you're doing, and with your 17 you're able to do it as well. They stick their hand. They stick out their shoot. They make it easier for you to do what you're planning by moving a bit away from the slime. Like inside, there's still their little area here, in such a way that you're able to like push them over, and you end up on top of the rock with your full movement there. Yeah, sorry, that's probably a much better idea. What I have here, I'll send it to you right now. Literally, this is what I've been going off of. Bailey and Snoopy both have the same stats, so I have them both under the same category. Everything else is just d20. Yes. The 3 pluses means 4d20. The 2 pluses means 3d20, as judged by the rules here. Excuse me. I was told by Blade to make their dog badass, so I did. Thank you. That is what happened here. Also, Beagle is technically level 4. Right. Next turn is the big guy, actually. I believe. Is that where we're at right now? I think so, yeah. The big guy's turn. He is going to be sad and get over the... No, you don't. He's going to be sad and try to... let's make sure this is on the right level here. Yep. He's going to get past the stun and shake it off a bit. And that is going to be his turn because he has literally been able to do nothing this whole game. Is that something on my screen? It is something. It is not something on my screen. That's annoying. It is something on my screen. Oh my god. I literally have like a couple dead pixels on my screen. And I can't find them again. What? That's annoying. I've got like a few dead pixels like right here. No, those are actually there. What the shit? Like, you see that like right there, right? Like this thing right here. What the hell is that? Yeah, okay, paint is broken. Anyway, the poor big slime, yeah. It is Ben's turn. Ben is going to switch targets. Actually, no, Ben is not going to switch targets because he knows how much damage Blade's going to do. Blade, you know... Actually, no, sorry. Advisability, you know from your... that would be over time. As far... Okay, so... Fuck, what the hell am I trying to say here? So... I'm looking down at my phone because that's where... yeah, okay. Beagle, you currently have 4 levels in dog. That's what I was talking about there. Fuck it, we have to quote that now. Do we have 43? Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, I remember that one too. $46 it is. Gotcha, okay. Hold up, guys. I need to write this command. That's not how you spell that, Ben. Shit, what the hell? Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay, we have a 46 now, guys. Alright. So, Ben's turn, he is going to...
Anybody need healing?
The dutiful healer, as always. He's, No, he's full for heals right now. Okay. Your dog can bark. Yes, you are a dog. You can bark. That is a thing you can do. Absolutely. Yeah. I got you there, advisability. Don't worry. It's just because you're not mod. I might as well make advisability a mod. What have I been doing this whole time? I don't trust Beagle with it because he keeps bragging about how people keep giving him admin privileges. But totally give it advisability. It is. So wait, does spooky? does Snoopy signal to Ben then, or no? Also, we're totally going. That's totally your name. That is absolutely the dog's name now. The dog's name is and will always be Snoopy until it tells us otherwise. If that ever happens, that is weird that it happened twice. I have 2 subscribers, guys. Moderation. Wait, what's the Doofenshmirtz line? If that ever happens. Oh, it happened twice, which isn't a lot, but weird it happened twice. I'm sad I didn't notice that. Damn. I'm disappointed now, myself. Oh, there, that's what I wanted. So, advisability. Sorry that you are no longer a VIP. Did that change yet? There we go. Yes, it does. I just forgot, thank you. I've only seen it once. Yeah, you can't be a VIP and a mod at the same time. I love Phineas and Ferb. Phineas and Ferb was great, and My Little Murphy's Law is just as good. I noticed it, and I remember that montage. I've seen it so many times. Is Phineas and Ferb like? Are you talking across the second dimension, or are you talking about a different movie that I clearly don't remember? Yeah, sorry. So that was yeah, Across the Second Dimension was amazing. I found my brand new best friend, and it's me. All right. Now that I found you, we can be a duo. Okay. Yeah, your dog ate the rock. Is currently feeling rather heavy. Does the okay? Back to the original question. Does the dog bark at Ben to get healed? Coming at you Fridays. Okay. Alright, first off, does he get the heal off? It is possible. Oh, he totally gets the heal off. You get healed for 20. Oh, yeah, sorry. You get healed for 18. Because I have to subtract 1. It's a live stream. The whole point is to be sidetracked. So yeah, I think you're healed up to full right now. It is now over to Blade's turn. Blade, what would you like to do? You have a feeling that the small slime is nothing to be worried about and that the big guy is more of a problem. Just judging, even though it's a new mixture, you know how Blight works, and you've gone against slimes before. Yes, yes it will. Actually, hold up. Do you bleed? No. Okay. Move up to Ash, then Grape Shot Blast. You got it. Ben's healing has a chance of bleeding. It would be a 3 bleed per turn, but he can heal that as well. That the dog ate the rock. Since the slime is huge and you're closer to it, they are bigger. Yeah. Go ahead and roll your d6 for damage. Yeah. Hey, you're doing really well for those today. This guy just automatically just goes kaput. Oh no, not him. Him. Don't die on me yet, man. These guys, that guy is gone. The other guy takes the full 6 damage as well, and oh, that's fine. We're probably gonna be done the battle by then. Oh my god, it's 10:40. We started an hour and 40 minutes ago. We've only gone through this fight, but I've been having a blast. I hope you guys have been too. It would have been the small one's turn, but now it is advisability's turn. So advisability, go for it. Pistol blast. Oh god, no. There we go. Ben was dumb and didn't stun me. No, I get that, yeah. Yeah, go ahead and crit. It was, for pistol, were we doing a D6 as well, or were we doing D8? That's like one of the things I should be writing down here. Yes. 6 damage, plus what's your strength, what's your plus 2, because of your dex bonus. Ben doesn't get his dex bonus, actually, hold up, Blade, plus 2, I've been missing 4 damage from you, sorry about that. That's 11, so it's 8 damage, right? No, don't write down 8. Oh no, sorry, 6. Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Okay, so step back and step back 3 paces. You got it. Actually, I don't know what I'm talking about. Never mind. He's yeah. Okay. 6 damage it does. Don't worry. It is now Beagle's turn. Beagle, you're on top of a rock. What would you like to do? You are the king of the rock. You are Zhao, king of the rock. There's nothing you ladies can do about it. Ramming speed. Oh god. Ramming speed. Go for it. You don't need to make your dexterity check. The rock is the rock that you're against right here, or the rock that Beagle's on. Just make a strength check for the hit there. So 3d20. Beagle's walk is getting Rorm. Yep. You slam into him. Roll me a d6, please. He is nice and cuddly on the rock. Yeah, roll me a d6. That's for the initial impact. It is jagged edges. Alright, so we got 2 damage from the initial impact. I keep writing down the damage instead of the... roll me another... Roll me a d10. Roll me a d10 for it. Okay, so... yes, you can. You can... So... Actually, hold up. Beagle. With that 7 damage... How would you like to do this? You guys have killed the big slime. This wasn't supposed to be something like an epic boss battle. This is just a really cool, like, small skirmish kind of thing. With the slime and non-explosives? Got it. So, can I narrate it then, or like I got you what you want to do? I can narrate it totally. All right, gotcha. As advisability starts walking over to the rock to pour water on the slime rock over here, Beagle rams into the slime. The slime bashes into the rock, and as Beagle has run up has bounced into it with his front paws, he kind of does a little bit of a backflip. Just for fun, roll me a dexterity check. Gonna see if you leap back to it or if you just leap. Roll 40-20. Yeah, 3-point landings on top of the his original rock, and the slime meanwhile has bashed against the rock and has sustained enough damage on the rock behind him that he splashes forward and just goes swoosh all over the rock. The rock is now, and this guy is dead, but I'm just to make this easier. The rock is now covered in slime and starts to melt away as well. Let me just quickly Google something, guys. Just wanna. Yeah, yeah, they are. All right. Um, Snoopy came with you. Well, yeah, actually, while you were behind a rock, Snoopy, roll me a d20. Sorry, Beagle, roll me a d20. Oh, he's gone. Give me a second. Give him a second to get back. So as you're walking up to the rock, the crystal actually stays behind. And the cool thing that I just learned, guys, is that a lot of gems and crystals are actually acid resistant. So the rock is starting to melt away, and the crystal-like substance on the inside is left behind, and it seems to be bluish. Blade runs up to you and asks to. Yeah, but since you have you have a gruffer voice. You have a very actually yeah. Blade has a different voice. The crystal does not glow. Yeah, Blade is male and has so the individual that has run out and has been yelling out for the last little bit has had they've had a gruffer voice a bit. I found out that crystals are actually acid resistant. So bluish crystals are seem to be emerging from the rock. Meanwhile, you guys notice that there is a male figure in the in the middle. You'd have to make it. I'm not giving you guys straight up acid resistant armor. No, I'm not straight up giving you guys crystal armor. I can't conceivably do that. Yeah, absolutely. Ben is looking everybody over, seeing if anybody is hurt.
Anybody need more healing, or are we good to go? Do you think you can, like, I don't know, live with it? What are you thinking here?
The other rock hasn't really melted yet, so you don't know yet. But it is slowly starting to erode over time. Absolutely, yeah. This is up to you guys. After the next minute or so, it does erode, and it does seem like there's a few crystals here as well. And I can now get rid of that, and we'll. Yeah, as the conversation that you guys are about to have starts happening, and I just got rid of my slime color. Yeah, there we go. There are piles of slime on the floor, and they are leaving depressions in the floor. The two smaller slimes, which were completely on the ground, were also effectively neutralized to death. What is that actually called? It is neutralization, because they were an acid substance and they were counteracted by a base. So it's actually more like just salt waters covering the ground in this area here. And I'll make it a bit of an off shade here just to show you guys. We have a bit more we have like this area which is a bit burnt, and this area which is a bit burnt, but they're more of a a blue one. Sorry, no, not blue one. They're more of a. They've been. Clearly, this area is more like really wet and salty than acidically burning. Um, Meanwhile, the rocks actually have their fair share of damage, and they are actually like absorb enough slime that like the slime is used up to dissolve the rocks and not the other parts. There's actually a bit of rock left over here still. We still have a little bit of rock right here. It's just like a third of the size now. 3 slimes, 1.5 rocks dead. No, this rock was damaged. It just soaked up, like, the slime didn't completely cover it. It wasn't the entire slime. Also, it was the diluted slime, if you will. So, yeah. It's a, this one definitely got seared and, like, dissolved away a lot, but not completely before the slime was neutralized. And then the slime bomb just took out the entire rock with it. Gonna not paint my players. Ben is like resting against this rock, breathing as this conversation's happening. Plus, Ben has a bit of a troll side to him. Ben perks up to this.
I can heal. Hi.
There was a bit that splattered this way as well. You don't see right now where it went. It did splash in all directions. Most of it got onto the rock though, because it was pushed in that direction. And then like kind of like splished. It was damaged enough already that actually sorry, yeah, no, you're absolutely correct. There was also here we'll make it that color instead. Because of the amount of damage it was taking here, this area is also a sort of more milky color instead.
Oh, leeches. Yeah, not a problem. Okay. Nice blade you got there, by the way. We'll talk later then.
Alright, Blade, roll me a charisma check, please. Because it seems like you're not you're not lying about who you are, but you're trying to lie through omission. It's a low check, I'll say. Oh yeah, you're fine. Yeah. So okay, I wanted to make sure of that though, just because you are lying through omission and trying to like hide who you are. Ben is having a hard time piecing together what happened, and so he's confused, especially with how well you've like just jumped into another persona, and it's just like maybe this is really what's going on. Maybe there's a person impersonating Blade. I don't know what's going on anymore now. You've affected like because like in the heat of battle like maybe Ben like is like confused and missing out maybe he didn't quite see what he thought he saw the giant green glow beside him uh, but yeah sorry continue advisability did ask you a question as well there Blade sorry for interrupting there pierce the slime hitting the bomb. Oh. Same turn actually. The same turn. No, it was the turn before that. Ben Ben stunned him. She transformed, and then he was starting to look for healing. Yeah, yeah. It was the uh, yeah. No, it was that turn where yeah. Just after Blade transformed, Ben healed up Doggo. At this point, the rock has dissolved into a pile. Well, remaining, leaving behind a few gems in its wake. Some sapphire, some yeah, some more gold looking ones. It's not gold definitely, but it looks like semi valuable. Oh,
Ash, why don't we bring them with us? We can use we can use a gun, another gun with us. Seem to be useful against these guys.
All the acid is mostly gone at this point. There's a bit of a puddle here where it was already leaking out. The slime that was on the rocks kind of got it's not diluted. What is it? It's like neutralized effectively. It is pyrite, yes. Pyrite's actually in the game, and so it is totally pyrite. Pyrite looks so cool too. Yeah, I think it's pyrite, right? Yeah. Liquid milk with baking soda. Yep. Yeah, covering this area. Covering this area a bit, you managed to retrieve the gems if that's what your intention is there. There's still again there's this puddle of slime of ectoplasm, I guess you could say, more as she makes another step there. Hey, how's it going, Tao Trude? True beside. True beside. Yeah, I know exactly where this is going. Wait for it. Wait for it. Layouts. Eastern account has. Oh, cool. That's okay, Tout. Tot. Sorry, it's Tot. Right. Tot. Rube. Beside. Tot Rab side. Hmm. And bye-bye. You have to give them hope. I like playing with them. I'm sorry. I'm actually not, but I like playing with them. Uh, it's just so much fun. It's like, oh really? Thank you very much. Um, yeah, battle bots. You know, I know they're bots. See, I like playing with bots. I have a bunch of bots already. Don't worry. Nightbot's here. I play with Nightbot all the time, right, Nightbot? Think I have a command like that, yeah? No, I do not. It's a matter if Nightbot wants to play or not. Do 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 do. Nightbot, dude. I think I can just do this. Have fun. How'd that not work? Oh, sorry, that was my fault. Yeah, let's try that again. Advanced build, you're able to do that. I just completely did that. I did a similar commands one at the same time. If two people do the same type of command at the same time, it only covers the first one. So not bad there. Sorry. Um. Also, advisability. This mysterious stranger did ask you a question. Or did say something. A robot, dark as the night, programmed to steal. Definitely not a robot, I swear. Do. You guys see the bowling ball like go along the side? It's kind of like spinning as it goes, and then it just plops out of existence for a second. Back on the blades.
That's very true. The poor guy.
Actually, no, wait, that's not what he says.
Wait, what happened to the apothecary? What do you mean?
Wait, do I have Darkest Dungeon as my... No, okay, good.
Went mad. Oh no. Wait, how many people know about this?
Hold up, do you have the apothecary's notes still, or did you get rid of them? That is a very good question.
Oh dear. Okay. That's fair.
You step over the squishy uh, puddle that seems to be just salt water at this point. That's a good question. We don't know yet. We're gonna find that out. Probably further in. I know you do have to get going though, right? So yeah. True.
Need nighttime. Right. Potion ingredients. Gotcha. Okay.
What?
What? Yeah. Glowing shroom. Glowing shroom. Nice.
Rest till the night in this case.
Dixie.
All right. You. I believe that Blade is talking to you right now. They want the dog to come towards them. Yeah, no, that's up to you. This is a character-defining moment. Go for it. This is a character-defined moment. Yeah. You build a fire? Yep. You think not near the piles of slime or the decayed rock. Ben walks over to help you out and kind of learn as he goes along too. Why? Fire is sometimes flammable. That is very true. The fire extinguisher is on fire! Oh, it's gonna make me laugh for a while. Sorry. Yeah, yeah. That was so good. How long did I stop? Like, I had to stop for like 3 minutes laughing. Oh, man. Ben's broken. Oh, shoot, sorry. That takes Stone Crucible and toss the Sapphire. Uh, yes, okay. Wait, are you trying to change the what makes rubies red? Corundum, yeah. Aluminum oxide. Other variants are called sapphires. Uh, like you're saying this out loud so everybody can hear, right? Or well, if Ben can hear it, then he'll inform her, but him. But if Ben doesn't hear it, he can't tell. I'm talking about Blade, not Ash. Is Blade saying that out loud for the group to hear, or is Blade saying that for just the dog? Mm-hmm. Out loud? Gotcha. Okay. Ben says,
Oh no, we found him and he's been following us ever since. And so we made him part of the group because he likes coming back and hanging out with us. He, yeah, and his name is Snippy. Yeah. He also doesn't like rocks. It seems he hurt that one. He completely broke that one, and he sat on that one. And he hurt that tree too. I don't know what's going on here.
It takes a lot of heat to melt sapphire, if I remember correctly. Melting point of sapphire. Yeah, like 2,000 degrees. Holy shit. It will take more than just a fire to melt this. It would take the blacksmith's fire, not this one. The whole point there is the density of the carbon in the fire. Like with wood, it's a lot less dense carbon, while as charcoal or coal, it's a lot hotter to burn. Yeah, no, effectively. Geez, what? Yeah, yeah. Shizo is other character. Gotcha. Okay, never mind. Whoop. Lava. Yep. Just yeah, that would make things a bit easier. Beagle, if your character ever starts talking, please remember that convention as well, please. Something hotter than lava. Yeah, unless you direct all the heat into one area produced from a. Actually, no, you're absolutely correct. It would be very. It would either take extremely concentrated heat or something hotter than lava to melt it down. Like you're looking for a jeweler's kind of furnace here. Um, or the sun. That is very true. So if you could harness the sun and like bring it down to Earth, that would be definitely a way. If the sun is the palm of your hand, then everything around you dies. Sounds good, yeah. Probably, yeah. I cast sun. There's a fly on the ground here. Hello, Mr. Fly. Throwing the sun at it. Yeah, it's all Maui, you know? We literally had that happen in a campaign once. That was exciting. This is a fate-based campaign. So have you guys heard of Fate Zero, Fate's Day Night? That series of that series there. All right. So effectively, the whole concept for Beagle, if other people have heard it, I'm gonna give it a brief. Like what you need to know is that basically there's a battle royale amongst a bunch of wizards that they summon ancient legends that have special powers. That is also true. It has ability, um, but yeah, they effectively come back with special powers like certain people uh, yeah, there's always a bigger fish. The so like for instance, King Arthur has Excalibur, which is like effect like a fortress destroying, like a giant being destroying weapon, and so they come back with like super attack and strength and everything like that. The whole concept of the campaign was that it was a free for all campaign where we would meet individually with the DM. Um, the way that the show works is that there are 7 combatants, and each of them have their own certain character. Okay, split seconds. What are we looking at here? Nice. Um, so in our campaign, I was playing Genghis Khan because I wanted to play a fighter, and it seemed like a good matchup with a wizard would be a fighter, somebody in the front line to take care of them, make sure that they don't become incredibly stupid. It worked well. Now, what we didn't know was aside from the 7 combatants, there yeah, exactly. I was the second tankiest person in the campaign. Out of all the champions, I was the second tankiest. The first person that we killed was the first tankiest. See ya, Beagle. Uh, the in the end, the what happened was the what we ended up finding out was that there was a second set of 7, and they included, like, basically the DM made his own set of champions that we were going against. Meanwhile, we thought we were going against our own people, and it turned out there was a second set, and one of them was Maui. And one of the things that Maui can do is move the sun, because that's part of his thing. It's like, who put the sun in the sky when you're waddling, yay hi this guy. So our DM took it to the logical conclusion, where literally one of his moves was he could take the sun and drop it on the motherfuckers. And that is how suddenly in our area of the world everything went dark in the middle of the day. And then like 20 seconds later it came back. And so somehow everybody that was around there survived. No idea how. Also, somehow we didn't see the sun coming down while we were on the same side of the earth. It made a much cooler visual. Would you rather have suddenly sun in your face, or would you rather have suddenly no sun in the sky? Because both ways is like. Oh yeah, sorry. Uh, yeah, over time. Sorry, we picking up their equipment. So yeah, sorry. Dismas is picking up their equipment. Snoopy, their their ears stop getting scritched. Yeah, camp. Right, gotcha. Over the next few minutes, you guys do set up camp, set up a few tents around. You have one there, and one here. Um, would you like to stay with us until nighttime, or would you like? Are you gonna go on your way? And that is very true. He does fall asleep a lot. He is adorable when he does it, though. There's the eyelash. Fair enough. Which tent would you like? Oh my god, there's so much hair. So, unless somebody counteracts, yeah, unless somebody counteracts what I'm saying, you guys all tuck in for the night. You guys each take the separate. You guys each take your separate tents around the fire. When you guys wake up, Beagle is not there. It seems like he ran off in the middle of the night to do his thing, as he usually does. Sorry, Snoopy ran off and did his own thing, as he usually does. And you guys wake up when it comes to nighttime. Make a wisdom check, please. All right. So looking around, since you chose nighttime, it is pretty. It is an easy thing to find glowing mushrooms. As you're looking just around the clearing. Yeah. So here, I'll put a little thing for the fire right now. More orangey flame. Yeah. Here's your fire there. It's actually a really good fire. But yeah, as you're going out, there's the glow of the firelight that kind of emanates this circle here. But like not in the distance, but off on the edge of the clearing, right around the tree, actually, you see a bunch of glowing mushrooms. 10 glowing mushrooms? Yeah, you got it. Get 10 glowing mushrooms from the bunch. They seem to be growing on the tree. They only seem to be popping out at nighttime too, and the blue glow that they give off is offset by the orange glow as well. You head back to the fire, I'm assuming. Drop of acid, pinch of copper, and cork. You got it. What are you saying that creates out of curiosity? Diluting seems like a fire. Seems like a small explosion based thing. Flask lamps. Gotcha. Thank you. Okay. As the DM, I do need to know things. You know, you guys can have your secrets, but and I like learning about your characters along the way. But I do need to know a few things, like especially setting based things here. So, but no, you're totally able to do that. Oh, Ben is in his tent just snoring away, by the way. Bah! Changes to normal. When you say normal, do you mean the human form or the changeling form? Or sorry, the pony form or the human form? You've been holding out in this. Gotcha. Okay. Yep. Keep going, but as a side note, I was going to have advisability roll a wisdom check to see if they saw through the deception, and you got a 20, so I couldn't do that. Because that just auto wins. Stretch out this leg. Yeah, fucking ease. I'm so good at land, my friends. Delete this now. Wasn't expecting so much damage to happen in one round. Dang it, I wish Ben wasn't asleep for this now. Probably better he's not here, actually. You don't need to. Like, you guys can just talk amongst yourselves. That's fine. Oh, fine, gotcha. It's up to you guys what happens there, okay? Ben is currently sleeping.
Huh? What's up? Sorry.
Meanwhile, if that changes anything, though, then we can retcon things. It's fine.
Alright, sure. I'm rested anyway, don't worry. Got my spells back. Immune to the Great Old One. We're good to go. Good to go. Yeah. Oh shoot, okay. Like that dismiss. Impressive. Fumbles with it for a second and holds it close. It glows? Cool. Sure. Oh, really? I've always known the Hamlet with one. Anybody else we know there or no? This is like both my worst nightmare and my best dream. Oh. Is that why we're warned never to go there?
No, it's not looking over.
Yeah, mosquito vampires. Hmm. Yeah.
Uh, Again, it's a form that you're familiar with. It's a form that you've taken before, so it's one that you don't have a problem changing back into. The DC is 10 for this form, and if you manage to do it once more without dropping it, without failing it, you will be able to do it without rolling. If you fail, though, you have to get 3 in a row to complete it. Oh my god. Ben nods his head. Oh dear.
Heck, maybe we'll be able to protect it for good too.
We could potentially see everything. It depends on what you guys want to do with the Hamlet. Um, I'm running things based more on the consequences of your actions rather than uh, rather than going with the plot line of Darkest Dungeon. Definitely changing the end game. Like there is the Darkest Dungeon, but it's not as depressing as like not the final boss, but the lore behind it is not as depressing as the. Oh yeah, it would be fun. Wolf will make an appearance. But the but yeah, it's it. Oh shoot, that's another thing. I haven't been giving the bosses 2 turns per turn, 2 moves per turn. I've just been giving them one. No wonder my bosses have been seeming very lame. Like Necromancer died like a putz. But yeah, no. Dang it. But I feel like my boss battles haven't been bad though. I think they've just I don't know. I haven't put the fear of God into you guys yet. You guys are like, oh my god, something hit me, rather than oh my god, I'm almost dying. This is my system. I can do with it what I want. Not worried, guys. Don't worry. Yeah. 20 seconds though. That's insane to advise. Sorry about that, man.
Probably like they saw a ghost.
That is very true. Ashes come close a few times, especially the day before. It was only a day so far that we've been here. The bar comes week 2. Yeah.
Well, Ash, do you want to collect more ingredients now, or do you think we can go back? What are you thinking? We can always come back to this place. And that is, um, um, I'll say that later. They have a point. They do have a point. Good question.
Also, Blade, are we saying that you were a changeling then as well as Dismas, or are we saying that you were a changeling just for this lifetime?
It's true.
Fair enough. No worries.
Yeah. Like, definitely don't forget the past, but you definitely have a future now, right? So I'd say focus more on your future, but remember the past. And I don't know, maybe that'll make you more happy in the present. True, like you can switch to other forms when you'd like that. Yeah, shutting up. All right, so wait, what's your regular changeling form then? Is it the pony, the horse leg version? True. Oh, jeez. Yeah, but I don't think you died in the same way that she did. Or that I did, for that matter. Which I believe is news to Ash. I don't think she knows that Ben's died before. It's never healthy, though. It's never a good thing to die. Plus, now you have something to live for, too. Well, that version of them will probably help out over the course of our next travels then. And that way you can definitely change since you have to, right? But just don't forget you though, right? Don't forget the current you. Whoa, 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 what? Um, Ash, are you okay? He says that you're retreating back. Do you want to talk about it? I don't think that Blade was trying to insult or do anything like that to you there. Like, well, she's trying to explain. I think I get it if you want me to help here. And Blade has lived 5 lifetimes. All of them ended prematurely and honestly badly. No offense meant. But, like, you know, she is also still them. And while she's the current her as well, she has to remember that the past ones. Because they're her too. And that's not going against us. That's just her remembering her own past. I don't think that's any different than, like, I don't think that goes against us. But I think she's doing both. She has to do both, doesn't she? Like, she has to look at the past and the future because she's kind of stuck there. Like, past 5 versions of herself had dreams and ideas, and she's the version that can carry them out. So I think she's looking forward as well. But I think the problem is she's not just Blade. She's all 6 of them. There's 6 people in her one body. I think that's why. And they all have opinions and ideas. Sorry if I'm going too far here, Blade. Um, but Ash, is that because you don't want to, like... Ash, may I ask a personal question? Do you ever look back to your past? Or do you only look at your future? Right, and that's probably why you and Blade don't see eye to eye often, because she's always looking at her past while you never are. She's learning from it and trying to live up to it while you're trying to leave it behind you. That's not something that makes it a rivalry. That just makes it a difference of opinion and viewpoint. You guys don't need to be against each other because of this. You guys just need to accept that the other one thinks differently. You're against each other. Whether you're trying to be or not, you have different opinions, and therefore it manifests as that. Because one of you is always reminding the other of the part that they're trying to forget about life. You're reminding her of her past all the time because you talk about yours all the time. And she keeps talking about the future and not looking at her past, which you see as an insult. Ash, do you know where my power comes from? Oh, believe me, I understand. Nah, but she's talking about a different battlefield. She's not talking about hell itself. She's talking about hell on Earth, I think. Ben's staring back at you and holding the gaze the whole time as he's saying this, by the way. Oh, really? I'll let you keep thinking that, Ash. But do you get my point? And here you are. He can keep you away from that hell. Don't worry about the past. But don't be mad at people who don't. Hello, Fly. I'm getting distracted by the chat too at the same time. We can keep you from your past. I'm not saying you have to look back. I'm saying you have to let others look back. Because they're not looking back at the same thing. Come here, little fly. I'm a druid, folks. Behold. Hey, little guy. I'm simply saying let others look back, because their past isn't as bad as yours. This guy's cute, actually. Alright, go away, bud. So I developed marks there. Yes, but Ash, here's the difference. Okay? Here's the difference. You're done with your past. Blade is not. Blade still has some things she has to deal with there. Am I wrong?
I'm not trying to downplay anything you've been through. You've been through a lot. And you're not that person anymore. Okay? But while you don't have your own past, and you don't want your own past, let Blade have hers. Ben sits down next to you and puts a shoulder on your hand. That's all she wants. To remember the people in her past with pride, just as much as you want to remember the people in your past. You don't want to remember the people in your past. I have walked across floors made of skulls. I have walked across through bodies of people who didn't make it. I've seen horrors, otherworldly horrors. We've all seen stuff. But that doesn't mean anybody else is less worthy. Blade, in the kindest way, I'm going to say this. We will help you as much as we can, okay? And then afterwards, I think we can help out Ash if she wants it. Either to help her out with her future, or to help her out with her past. And that is really up to her in the end. But right now we have a definite goal, which is to help out Blade avenging herself. I think they're a compliment, actually. I don't think they're a competition. We have one drawing on things from their past that is able to see things that the other one can't, while the other one is always looking for opportunities in the future, which the other one doesn't, or doesn't as much. And so, like, but you're both defined by your past, and you're both striving for your future. And I think that when Blade is done avenging herself, she's going to look less at her past as a bad thing. Or something she has to honor or avenge. And then, you know what? I'm going to stop talking because I'm rambling. Sorry. Ash, you're in the wrong, but you have a viewpoint that shouldn't be just ignored. You have a point of view. You have a point of view. Points at Blade. I have a point of view. Heck, the dog has a point of view. And all of us together are a group. So we have to look after each other. Okay? Now, both of y'all, taking your word, both of y'all have your inner demons. And so what that means is you both are going to react to things in different ways. This also means you can help each other with each other's problems.
So instead of having each other's problems cascade into each other, let's try taking a step back and helping each other out, okay? Why not? Because they're yours? Believe it or not, part of being in a group is that your view matters because you're helping keeping people alive. More than that, but still, you get my point. Why is there so much hair, like, all over the place? I have to vacuum this fucking thing. Sorry, Ben's over here and Ash is over here. Does it? Blade, are you offended by the fact that Ash doesn't like her past and doesn't want to look back at it anymore? That it does. It makes things complicated. Complicated doesn't mean bad. It just means unknown. But Blade, are you offended by the fact that Ash doesn't want to look at her past? Okay. Ash, are you offended by the fact that Blade likes her past and is trying to own up to it? And trying to avenge it? Then where's the fucking problem? Because that's what you were telling me. Alright. Shall we have a group hug before we all go to bed, or are we all feeling okay enough to not need that? Cool, alright. Blade, how are you? You okay? Walks around the fire to you. Alright. Let if 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 this changes, let me know, okay? Don't be too hard on yourself. We're gonna save the fucking Hamlet. And with that, Ben starts walking towards his tent. Beans and eats. Yes. Alright. As the night passes on, the sleeping goes uneventfully. Blade, you hear rustle in the bushes every now and then, but you see a squirrel prounce along the edge of the clearing and out of sight. And over time, the sun comes up and rises on a new day,
and a new adventure. And that is where we're going to end the session today. We've been at it for 3 hours, guys. How does everybody feel? All right. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm. You're gonna say a joke, but you didn't. What was the joke? You can say it now if you want. Go for it. Oh yeah. Finally, we see why she's a trained combat medic. They're not virgin. Uh, but actually, you know what? Okay, last thing before we end completely, both of you roll an intelligence check, please. Just for just to see here. Okay. Advisor 2. I'm just gonna wait for Advisor's roll too. This is literally the last thing I want to do today. Okay. It's hard to switch back to my usual voice after being Ben for so long. Alright, so both of you have realized over the last few weeks that actual change seems to be sticking. While previously going through the forest and the ruins, like before this version of Blade came back, everything seemed to be stuck in a time loop kind of thing, where things never seem to be getting better, but you guys are finally starting to see change for the better starting to happen. The different areas starting to stay the same and actually be mapped out and actually like make sense. And this is this is a change that is giving you hope for once. For the hamlet. You guys haven't seen any wolves yet. Yes, Blade? Magical defense is shutting down. No. Sunny Hamlet? If I can find it, I'll pull up a picture. I don't remember if I have that. It would still be a me thing to make a sunny Hamlet, wouldn't it? Oh, I do? Shoot, well, let's do it then. Oh my god, let's go. Hear ye, hear ye. I forgot I had the town event on here. We'll go to this one, just so I can close up a bunch of windows. Yes, please save the changes. Okay. Oh boy. I love it how I have a picture for this now. Just the default picture I run to whenever. So yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed that. Um, Ah, that business bit was great. It says good night, everybody. Good something. It's definitely good night. Oh, good night to you too, advisability. It's good night, guys. That was amazing. Good job there. Did I actually click on Steam? It was just not wanting to load up. Okay, it might take us about like 10 minutes. Like, Darkest Dungeon is the longest to boot up game that I have. Actually, no, Terraria is. Never mind. It actually takes like a long time. But yeah, have a good night, Advisor. It's always good seeing you. Steam not responding. I had a feeling it was either going to be a 1 or a 20, and it worked out well. Alright. Steam is eventually going to come up to us. There we go. Steam not responding. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, you guys level up too. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. You guys are now level 8. You can't just rely on the 20 though. You can go. What's Eternity? Spike. Ooh, 70% off Assassin's Creed franchise potentially. You know, game that'll probably crash my computer as soon as I turn it down. Turn it off. Well, yes, you have to rely on just one getting the natural 20, but it is still not impossible. Like getting a 20 on one dice in like what on one of them it's a 3 and 400. 4 and 400. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, I'd want diplomacy because I want to seduce things. Totally fair. Actually, if we go back to here, oh no, I closed the document. Never mind. Ruin has come to our family. The opulent material. It's in our old save file. It's our old save file. Let's do this. If it's in our new one, then well, shit. We'll have to go back to it then. I promise you. Oh dear. This is gonna get awkward quickly. Dragon. I will let you seduce the dragon. Don't worry. It's like a dragon, but instead of its wings up front, its wings are just on its tail. So it just flaps like this, with like its tail in the air, and meanwhile everything else is downwards. So it's just like as it's going around. My friends think I'm not spontaneous. Dargon. Durgan. It's a Durgan. Durgan von Stranger. Wow. I wonder if there's any news on the front of the things here. No. It's still processing. Yeah. All I see is hope you enjoy. Oh no. I'll make sure my girlfriend doesn't watch these. Working on the Darkest Dungeon, by the way. It's currently loading up here. I don't know who's gonna make it more awkward, me or you. I love the Sunny Hamlet. I forget if I forget if this guy if it's the right save file, because I got it on save file 1 at the moment. We'll see if that's the correct one. Alright, cool. There we go. It's lagging. A ray of sunshine. Ah, behold the beams. Ben is stressed the fuck out. Toby is stressed the fuck out. Sansan's stressed the fuck out. So is Beagle. And that is the state of things. It's going to be our game of the week next week, don't worry. I do have quite a few work shifts next week, so we'll see how those go. We can do one of these runs if we want. That's a very good run, actually. Could be. We're gonna I'd like to do a bit of just see if I can collect shards. I'd like to do that. Just maybe 3 runs and see if that actually can get me money. But yeah. Ray of sunlight is on the hammock. But we are going to be calling it there tonight for tonight. So thank you guys very much for watching. I've been Suntanman, but you can call me Ben. And until next time, take care, have fun, enjoy life, and help each other. Bye-bye.